All right, just about set to go. Towing the slab in today's game, Eric Fetty.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Jurickson Profar in now. Takes ball one off the plate. And that one pulled foul. On a line out towards center. Profar is out. And there's one down. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, and something they've talked about needing to improve on moving forward is their ability to apply consistent pressure, Chris. Right now, it's not a club that gets on base enough.
And sometimes, Boog, you just need a guy to go up there and grind out an at-bat, maybe have 11, 12 pitches, and all of a sudden guys get fired up in the dugout and they want to do the same thing, and before you know it, you start to get base runners on and you get a big hit, and all of a sudden you ride that wave for a few days and go on a winning streak. That's something they definitely could use.
The second baseman.
It's Xander Bogaerts now.
Bogart.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Settles under this one. Squeezes it. And that is that. And we're back. And our pitcher in this game, Joe Musgrove. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
Well, as an offense, you want to get the crowd involved right away. Get that good energy working for you. But this time the defense does it for them. Always a great opportunity when you can get your leadoff guy on base to start the game. And it doesn't matter how it happens.
And that one fouled off. Win aboard here at first with nobody out. Outside. And that's ball one.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
On the ground. One at second. On to first. Double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Now it's back Carpenter. And a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. Coming on Profar. He's there. He's got it. And that will end the inning. Score. Back here at Busch Stadium. Now Machado up here. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect to.
A dive, and he can't haul it in. Now he'll turn for second. And it's a leadoff double for their first hit of the game.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And that one is out of here. His 16th homer of the year, and they lead it. It's 2-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
Jackson Merrill, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. In the air, left field. Pham moving back for this one. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Luis Campusano.
Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. Campusano, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017. Dives for it, got it, makes the play.
Just a great job of concentration there as he leaves the ground to go airborne to make a diving catch. That's a tough play, but he got the job done.
Next for the Padres, Bryce Johnson. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Line drive. And that is down. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Back after this on the show. Back in St. Louis as the Cardinals come up to hit here in the last of the second. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Arenado. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Profar has a beat on it. Makes the catch for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Donovan checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and he went around according to Patrick Johnson. That one at the knees for a strike.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. One down, base is empty. That's ripped. Base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Tommy Pham.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently under the Mendoza line so far this month.
Line drive, caught.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from third with a sac fly. We're talking about a different story if that line drive hits the ground. But he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with one more out.
drive off the middle. That's a base hit. In to score from third. And it's a one-run game.
Comes through with the RBI. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
2 outs, runner on first. And now Pedro Pajes in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
That's down and in. With the tying run on at first, bottom half of inning number 2. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Number 11 in the box now. Takes strike 1. On the corner for a strike.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. The tag, and he's in there.
Big RBI for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Back to the top of the lineup, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Mason Wynn. And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Good eye in that spot. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Well, that one was headed for the gap, but a nice leaping catch. He goes up. Perfect timing, and that will end the inning.
On to the 3rd inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Mason McCoy.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Fetty back to work. And that one hammered back there. And that one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So the batting order turns over. Profar climbs in on that left side. Bounce to the right side, and that one finds its way through. Run comes in from second. It's 3-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. No outs. Runner at first. Here's Donovan Solano. Line to left. And that should be extra bases. Profar round second on his way to third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. Golden opportunity right here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In the dirt, blocked. Nothing happening on the bases, though. That one missed. And another ball. Manny Machado hitting on deck circle. At the belt and fires. Line drive, base hit. One runs in. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Manny Machado up to the plate.
1-0.
Pitch out, but no action. Righty to the plate.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound. Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. He's already homered in this game. On the ground, 2 ball. Can't glove it cleanly. No throw. That's an error, and everyone is safe.
The center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Merrill, a very strong candidate for Rookie of the Year. He's been a real story, one of the best young players in the majors this season. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
On the ground to first. Base hit. 1 run is in. The second run scores, and the lead is up to 5.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in 2 in a huge spot. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Eric Fetty won't go any further tonight, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Sonny Gray will take over here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. He's 0 for 1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. Merrill headed for the plate. In there safely. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Bryce Johnson, the next up for the Padres. He's 0 for 1. Oh and 1.
0-1.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Andre Palante preparing to come on if needed. Leahy getting cranked up as well. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His first homer of the year. It's 11-2. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Well, he did a tremendous job of letting that pitch travel and get deep. That's the only way you can hit it hard the other way. A slurve on the outside corner of the plate. He gets rewarded for it.
Now it's the shortstop, Mason McCoy. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. In the air, right field. Nootbaar moves under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
The left fielder, number
Now
10,
batting Jurickson Profar.
Jurickson
1 for 2.
Profar.
And that one popped to short. Win moving under this one. Hauls it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Donovan Solano getting ready to hit.
Donovan Solano.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Wow. 1 strike. That's not even close to the zone.
Ripped on a line. And that is that. But they put as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. And it's fouled away. Right-hander kicks, deals. Ball 1 low. Ripped on the ground to second. Bogarts with the throw to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Padres up big in this one here in the last half of the third. Just missed.
It's a good take.
1 and 2.
And down on strikes. And there's 2 down.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens?
There's a swing and a drive. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. The throw into second, and that's a double.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now it's going to be Brendan Donovan. This one in the air, right field. Makes the grab on the run. And the inning is over. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. The wide to kick the pitch. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. And there's a foul ball. And a 1-1. On the ground out to short. Tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. Here's Machado.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Manny Machado.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. A gigantic blast. It's 12-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
New pitcher for the Cardinals, Andre Palante.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Line drive, knocks it down. Line drive to short and caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Jackson Merrill digs in now. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Leaping, and it's gone. It just got out of here. Home run number 20 on the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 13-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Base is empty with 2 away. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. Shoots a line drive single into right center, and that keeps the inning alive.
Wastes no time there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So up next, Bryce Johnson. And that's downstairs and outside. Campusano off of first with 2 away. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And a double puts runners at second and third with 2 out.
Everything came together for him. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
So 2 on with 2 away. Mason McCoy, the next up for the Padres. Now this is in the air down the line. Nootbaar snags it, and that's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We're midway in the 4th. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Tommy Pham. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Cardinals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Right through there for a strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and it's into the gap, and that's going to roll to the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. Just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
So a man aboard. And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. The 1-0.
Yes.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Sets him down looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball at the knees.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from it.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Digging in, number 11. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. On the ground to the left, McCoy. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
promise you there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Mason Wynn. That misses the zone. Ball 1. On the ground to short. McCoy sends it across to first. Third out. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Jurickson Profar.
1 ball.
Yeah, that's too high. Palante measures 6 feet even. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a sinker. In the air, out towards left center. Coming on is Pham to make the play, and there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Foul ball. And strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
And 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Xander Bogaerts. 1 for 3. Ripped to short. Zips it across. Bogaerts retired. That's the 3rd out. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And the pitch. Line drive. Oh, great grab on the dive. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job. Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
In there at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground, right side. Cronenworth takes it himself. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Here's Nolan Arenado. There's a strike at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. The Cards down to their final strike. On the ground, and this should do it. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Arenado, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2 outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Left-hand hitter waits. And a foul ball. Popped up. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
13-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John